Father. السلام عليكم. والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله محمد سيدنا مدد يا رسول مدد يا سلام مدد يا مشاهد الرسول ولا شاء الله فاز طريقتنا الصحوة والخير في الجميع. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم مالك الملك تؤتي الملك من تشاء وتنزع الملك من تشاء وتعز من تشاء وتذل من تشاء. صدق الله العظيم. بيدك الخير انك على كل شيء قدير. صدق الله العظيم. Allah Azze ve Celle mülk O'nundur.
Allah Almighty says that sovereignty belongs to Him.
Her şeyin O'nun.
Everything is His.
İstediğini yükseltir, istediğini alçaltır diyor.
Allah Almighty says He elevates whom He wills and He lowers whom He wills.
Allah Azze ve Celle. Onun için söylüyoruz. Allah'a şükür dün Eyüp Sultan Hazretleri'nin civarında komşu olmak niyetiyle seneler önce Şeyh Baba'nın söylediği birkaç yer yapıldı.
And why are we saying this? Thanks be to Allah Almighty. Yesterday, with the intention of becoming a neighbor in the vicinity of Eyüp Sultan, as Maulana Sheikh Nazim indicated years ago, a few places were arranged.
Oraya ondan da olup komşusu olup orada hizmet etmek için.
From that time on, our intention was trying to be near Eyüp Sultan, to be his neighbor, and to serve there.
Yapıldı. Birkaç yer değiştirildi. Bundan 10 sene önce bir kişiler vardı. Bir iş yapacaklardı. O işin karşılığında bize hazır bir bina vardı. Onu vereceklerdi ki ya.
And 10 years ago, there were some people it was about something to be done, and in exchange of completing that business or job, they were going to give us a building that was already built and in a ready state.
Hem işe aldılar hem yani kendi ceplerinden çıkmayacaktı. Anlaşma öyleydi.
But in the end, they took the job or the business away. They did not comply with the terms that were agreed. And in fact, there was nothing going to come out of their pockets. The agreement was like that.
Hazır binada oraya geçecekti.
And it was a building that was already built and ready to use. And we were going to move there.
İşte onu bugün derken onu yapmadılar.
And to make a long story short, they didn't fulfill what they had promised. They didn't comply with what was agreed.
Onu yapmayınca biz de işte başka bir yerlerde yaptık. En son
And when they didn't fulfill the agreement, we had no other choice than look for other places.
Allah'a şükür bu dünkü binaya arazi oldu. Yavaş yavaş işte oluyor Allah'a şükür.
And thanks be to Allah Almighty, we found that place, that land. We visited yesterday, and now the land was prepared. The construction site started. The building is raised.
Onun için söylüyorum, yani mülk o insanların olsaydı, yani o Allah onlara nasip etmedi demek.
And why are we saying this again? This demonstrates that sovereignty, possession, dominion belongs to Allah Almighty. It is not something that people really possess. Dominion, ownership is what belongs to Allah Almighty, and Allah Almighty grants that sovereignty, that ownership to whoever He likes.
İlk başta kızdık, canımız sıkıldı. Ya verdikleri sözler durmadılar.
Of course, at the beginning, it made us sad and angry, and our hearts were distressed when they did not fulfill their promise and they did not meet the requirements and did not keep their promise and the agreement.
Biz oradan oraya şey yaptılar, yapabildik, yapamadık. Bazen bir senelerce ara geçti.
And of course, it saddened us that those promises were not kept, and we had to move here and there, and years passed by, and we were trying to come up with a place.
Dün de Allah'a şükür o bina maşallah çoğu bitti hemen hemen.
But thanks be to Allah Almighty, things happen the way He wills, and mashallah, yesterday we visited the construction site, and the building is almost finished.
Onun şey yapı dedik, Allah Azze ve Celle onlara hayır istemedi demek.
And it is up to Allah Almighty to whom He grants sovereignty, and that great blessing and that divine favor of being the owner of a place dedicated to Allah Almighty, that was a blessing. It turned out that was not intended for them.
Hayır istemedi.
So they were not destined to get the blessings. Those who did not keep their promises, they were not destined to get the blessings of being awarded the favor of owning a place dedicated for the sake of Allah Almighty.
O mülk yok demek onlara. Mülk Allah'ın mülküdür.
Again, ownership, dominion, sovereignty belongs to Allah Almighty, and He Almighty Allah grants sovereignty to whomever He likes.
Onlara bu şeyi ihvandır, mürittir, sevendir, şey yapanlar ufak tefek vererek Allah'a şükür onlara ihtiyaç olmadan tamamen bitecek inşallah.
And through our brothers and sisters and murids and lovers, everyone just trying to contribute with small amounts, thanks to Allah Almighty. Inshallah, with the permission of Allah Almighty, the construction will be completed, and this service for the sake of Allah Almighty will be completed and finished without needing them.
O hizmet kıyamete kalır Allah'ın izniyle.
And this service and this building will remain with Allah Almighty by Allah Almighty's permission until the day of judgment.
Vakıftır. Allah Azze ve Celle'nin rızası için vakfedilmiştir kıyamete kadar.
This building, it is a waqf, it is a charitable endowment, and it is endowed and dedicated for the pleasure of Allah Almighty until Judgment Day.
O vakıf yapan kazanır.
And the one who contributed, who made this happen and was part of this, they are the winners.
O aziz olur.
They become aziz, honored.
Ve yapmayan da, yani söz verip de yapan da zelil olur.
Whereas those who don't fulfill their promises and didn't keep what they said they would do, they become zalil, disgraced.
Ne kadar şey yapsa, ister bütün dünyanın olsun, o zelil dedi, kıymetsiz, hiç şey yok.
No matter what they do, even if they have the whole world, they are in a state of being zalil, being disgraced. Zalil means being worthless, having no value.
Onun için kızmak gerekmez.
Therefore, there's no need to get angry or sad about others not keeping their promises.
Allah'ın iradesidir.
In the end, it is all Allah Almighty's will.
İstediğini aziz, yakın olur Allah Azze, yüksek mertebede olur.
Allah Almighty makes whomever He wants to be aziz, close to Him, of high rank to Him.
Azizlerin mertebesi yüksek olan şeydir. İzzet, şeref, o yüksekliktir.
Aziz means to be one with a high rank, to have honor, nobility, loftiness.
Zelil demek alçaklıktır, küçüklüktür, yaramaz bir şeydir.
Whereas zalil, the state of those who did not keep their promises, means lowness, smallness, being without value, useless.
Onun için kızmaya, üzülmeye gerek yok.
Therefore, there is no need to get angry or to be sad.
Allah böyle istemiş.
Allah Almighty wanted it this way.
Allah bazılarına nasip etmiş, bazılarını aziz etmiş, bazılarını zelil etmiş.
Allah Almighty grants as He Almighty Allah wills. Some He makes them become honorable, He makes them become aziz, whereas others become zalil, disgraced.
Onun için ona hiç kızmaya, üzülmeye gerek yok.
Therefore, there's no need to get angry or to be sad at all.
Her şeyi bu Allah takdirine bırakmak lazım.
Everything happens according to Allah Almighty's decree.
Allah bizi azizlerden etsin.
May Allah Almighty make us to be among the aziz, the honorable ones.
Sözünde duranlardan da etsin.
May Allah Almighty make us to be among those who keep their word.
Mülk sahibi etsin.
May Allah Almighty make us to be the owners of sovereignty.
Bu mülk ahiret mülküdür. Dünya mülkü değil, vakıf Allah rızası için.
And by sovereignty, we mean the sovereignty of the hereafter. May Allah Almighty grant us ownership in the hereafter. We're not seeking the sovereignty or the owner or any ownership in this world. This waqf, this endowment is a building and a service dedicated for the sake of Allah Almighty, and it is with intention for the hereafter.
Vakıf olan Allah'ın mülkü, o mülkü kime nasip ederse odur mühim olan.
To become owners in the hereafter and to receive sovereignty in the hereafter is what is important, and whoever He Almighty Allah grants that sovereignty to, that is what is important.
Aziz olan mülkten versin bize inşallah.
May Allah Almighty grant us all from that sovereignty that is aziz, honorable, inshallah.
Allah razı olsun.
May Allah Almighty be pleased with you.
Allah nice böyle vakıflar, hayırlar yapmaya nasip etsin.
May Allah Almighty grant all of you the ability to make such endowments and good deeds and charitable acts.
İnşallah. Allah razı olsun.
May Allah Almighty be pleased with you.
Allah hepimizi makbul kullardan etsin.
May Allah Almighty make us all among His accepted servants.
Korkmadan verenlerden etsin.
And may Allah Almighty make us be among those who give without fearing to give.
Allah. Amin Allah tevfik. El Fatiha.